today's video, we're going to be playing with the brand new CColor Cosmetics Dusk to Dawn palette. This is a $10 palette, $9 if you do use my coupon code HOTMESS10. This is actually a potential dupe for the ABH Jackie Aina palette. Now I know this palette has gone on sale for around $25, and this is actually going to be a first impression using this palette. I picked it up back in March, and I haven't played around with it yet. So anyways guys, if you are new to Is It a Dupe or Just a Waste of Money, this is where I put these palettes head to head. I put one on one side, one on the other side. You guys get to pause the video. Let me know which side do you think is which. Which side is the wedding side? Is the wedding side the CColor Cosmetics, or is it the Jackie Aina ABH palette? So I'm gonna hop up and you guys let me know. Pause the video. Let me know what side do you think is the CColor Cosmetics side, and what side do you think is the Jackie Aina side. Make sure to come back at the end of the video. Let me know whether or not you are right. Quick disclaimer before we jump into the video, guys. This is not a fake palette. This palette is not claiming to be an ABH palette. This is simply a dupe, simply an inspired by palette. So that's what today's video is going to be about. So if this is not the kind of things you are interested in, you know, potentially saving money or finding a dupe palette, then you may want to click away and catch me in the next video, which by the way, I am reviewing the Becca Zero foundation thing, what have you. So that video will be coming very soon. So anyways guys, I've done swatches for you guys as well as the whole application process, and let's go ahead and talk a little bit about these palettes. Okay guys, so like I said, this is a brand new palette by CColor Cosmetics. They have actually just released the diamond palette along with it. This is actually their original palette. I'll talk later about it in the video. But this, like I said, is the 14 pan palette. And I'm going to put it side by side. We're going to find out whether or not it's dupe or just a waste of money. I am like so out of it as far as filming Is It a Dupe or Just a Waste of Money. There hasn't been a lot of releases, so I'm excited to be able to film this for you guys. So real quick, side by side, as we see, the ABH is a much smaller palette compared to the CColor Cosmetics, but you do get the same layout, same colors. Everything does look very, very similar. As far as the CColor Cosmetics palette, it is in your standard type of cardboard packaging. You do get a mirror in here, and up close you do get the shade names as well, which are different from the ABH palette. So there's that. So as far as the swatches, we'll go ahead and I will be doing the swatches for you guys. As far as the price, like I said, it's $10, $9 with code HOTMESS10. Then each pan is 0.51 ounces, and all of them together, all 14 pans, is 14.6 grams. This is made in the PRC. It does have a 12-month shelf life, and it is cruelty-free. The #1 ingredient is mica, and then there is talc. So talc is in this particular palette. This typically was about a $40-some palette, but a lot of people have said that they're able to get it for $25. Now, I did pick mine up at a Nordstrom sale for $24. And like I said, this is $9. We're going to go ahead, we're going to jump into the swatches and then the application process, and I'm going to let you guys know whether or not I think it's a dupe or not. Okay guys, so here are all of the swatches. On top we have the CColor Cosmetics, on the bottom is the ABH Jackie Aina, and as you can see, some of the shades have a little bit of a different undertone to them, but overall they are pretty similar. Like this one, we see a little bit of a difference, and texture here, I guess you could say this one is definitely a chunkier texture, where this one was smooth, but still a duochrome. But I don't feel like my camera is picking up the CColor Cosmetics duochrome like it is the ABH one. But other than that, I mean, for the most part, we have a lot of similarities. If it's off, it's not off by much. So of course we're gonna go into the application process, or I'm gonna show you guys the application process, the look that I did create. Okay, sorry, Haley called. Okay, so I have gone ahead and primed my eyes with my Dart Cosmetics Clean Canvas Eye Base, and because neither one of them in these palettes have like a bone shade to set, I'm going to jump into my CColor Cosmetics Soft Natural palette. I'm going to go into this vanilla-y shade. I think this palette is like maybe $6, if that, over on, like I said, CColor Cosmetics. I am going to put this shade on both eyes. Okay, starting with the Dusk to Dawn palette, I'm going to go ahead and put the Dusk to Dawn palette on my wedding ring side. I think I'm going to do a purple look. So we're going to play with a lot of the purples. I am going to start with this coral shade, and I'm going to use the coral shade as a transition type of shade. And I'm just going to go ahead and put that right into a little above my crease. So in the crease and a little above, I'm using a fluffy Sonia G Blender Pro brush, so I kind of get that disbursement of color. As you can see, the color payoff very, very pretty. Now what I do is I use the exact same brushes, but I do clean them off in between. I do keep a wash rag here, and then I do have my little doohickey. So cleaning it off. I am going to just go ahead and jump over to the Jackie Aina palette and use the exact same shade. This one is called Supreme, and the one over in the CColor Cosmetics palette is called Prime. Okay, so right off the bat, I feel like maybe the Jackie Aina shade is a little bit brighter, but it's not as easy to blend as the CColor Cosmetics side. Okay, so next I'm going to go ahead and jump into the shade Inception right here, which is kind of a muted purple. I'm going to go in with my BK Beauty 206 brush. And I'm gonna tap it right into the crease area, just to kind of give it a little bit of depth. This is a really good brush if you have slightly hooded eyes, such as myself. It's not too big. I don't know if you guys can see. It's not like too big, it's kind of narrow, and so it gets right into that hooded area perfectly. When I do this, I kind of want to soften up the look a little bit, so I'm going to jump back into the shade Prime with my Sonia G, and I'm just going to tap it right on top like so, just to kind of soften up that look. Next, I do want to just stick with this palette. I'm going to go into the shade Raven, and sticking with my BK Beauty 206, and I'm just going to tap that right into the outer portion of the lid. I do have mature lids, guys, so I do more of like a tap, tap, dab, dab sort of motion. And then whatever is left on the brush, I am going to put slightly underneath to kind of connect like so, not taking it all the way over. And as you can see, I'm leaving a space open right here, and I did get a little sloppy, but that's okay. And then just kind of buffing it with my Sonia G to fluff it out. Okay, jumping back over to the Jackie Aina palette, and we're going to use the exact same similar shades. Let's go in with Pinker right here. And then again, going in to the shade Supreme, and kind of dabbing and tapping over top of the pinkier shade. Now next we're going to go into the shade Big Wig right here. Okay, let's go ahead and jump over to the CColor Cosmetics, and I think what I want to go into is the shade Eve, and I'm just going to go ahead and use my finger for this and tap it right in the inner to the middle portion of my lid. Ooh, that is so pretty. That is stunning. Pulling the same similar shade and Dollars. Love that. Her shade names are the best, I swear. Very pretty. I feel like the shades are off just a smidgen, but not, I don't think it's horrible. I definitely feel like I need to jump back into the shade Eve and apply a bit more. And then whatever's left, I am gonna just dab because a little bit went underneath, so I need to do it to the other side. Okay. And then as far as an inner corner, I love me some inner corners. So I'm gonna jump into the shade Lit over here in the CColor Cosmetics palette. Going in with my BK Beauty 207 brush. And I'm gonna pop that in the inner corner. Ooh, that's pretty. Now this is a duo type of shade. So you think at first it's like a white, but it's actually like a very pretty soft golden. And I am gonna put a little bit of that underneath the brow. Jumping over to the Jackie Aina palette, going in with the shade Trust Issues. And again, very similar. You just have a, it looks white and then you pop it on and it has a really pretty like golden hue to it. Or shift, I should say. I kind of feel like I'm loading this, the ABH side up a little bit more with that. But again, very similar to the CColor side. So that is our finished look as far as that goes. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna hop off and apply my mascara and my liners. As far as liners go, I am going to use my Benefit Highbrow. It's a nude shade, and then my Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On in black. It's a shade 0. And for mascara, I will just be using my Urban Decay Lash Freak mascara. If you guys are curious as to what is on my face, like I said, I'm testing out the Becca Zero pretty much glorified primer. As far as foundation, I have the Wonder Beauty Nude Illusion Liquid Foundation on with actually my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. And then on my lips, I have my Sugar and Spice Lip Liner by Gerard Cosmetics with my Gerard Cosmetics Nude Lip Gloss. I love this stuff. I call it my bougie gloss. So anyways, I will also link everything down below for you guys. Blush is my Scott Barnes palette. Bronzer is my Charlotte Tilbury. This is pretty much me not only telling you guys, but also reminding myself what I have on to make my life a little bit easier when I go to do everything. So I think that is all. Oh no, it's not. I've got the new Hourglass ambient lighting. I will tell you guys right now, this is too light for my skin tone. I do not have Sunless Tanner on today, and it almost gives me like a ashy gray cast, so I had to go back over with some of my Hourglass bronzer. Anywho, I'm gonna hop off, I'm gonna do all that, and then we'll be back. Okay guys, so I am back with everything on and a human top versus pajamas. So real quick, let me show you guys. This is the final look. This is the CColor Cosmetics side. This is the ABH Jackie Aina side. And as far as it comes down to it, I feel like we created a very cohesive, similar look. I don't think anybody's gonna notice that we have two separate palettes on or anything. I just think everything was beautiful, and I have to say, sticking with the CColor Cosmetics, that's what this review is about. The colors blended beautifully. I love the color story, obviously. That's why I purchased the ABH palette, but I love the way that it is set up just like the ABH palette. You've got the shade names if you need them, and I think it's an absolutely beautiful formula, and I don't think you're going to struggle at all with it. If anything, I felt like the CColor Cosmetic formula actually blended a lot easier for me personally than the ABH shadows did, if that makes sense. So anyways guys, like I said, this palette is only $9. I'll have it linked down below for you guys. I also did a video on the Diamond palette, and I had reached out to CColor Cosmetics and asked them what this was a dupe for, because like I told you guys in my video, I kind of felt like maybe it was a dupe for the Urban Decay holiday palette where it was all shimmers and everything, and they said nope, it's actually just kind of an original palette where we kind of wanted to put a bunch of shimmers in a palette. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So they're also now coming out with their own type of palettes, which I thought was really fun, and I like this, like I said, and this palette as well is $10, but you can get it for $9 if you do use my code HOTMESS10. So you could pick up both of the new palettes as well. They did come out with new lipsticks, and I will be testing those out in a future Get Ready With Me, but I can tell you they definitely last, and they were actually a very comfortable formula. It's like a hydromat type of formula. So anyways, guys, that is all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you guys did pick up the two newest palettes to the line. You guys, they have a lot of dupe palettes out there. If you are looking for Urban Decay dupes, which I'm really hoping that they do dupe the Urban Decay Naked Honey palette, the Reloaded palette. They also have Natasha Denona dupes, Jeffree Star dupes, Dominique Cosmetics, Manny MUA. There is a lot of dupes over there at CColor Cosmetics, and they are insanely affordable. Now you may notice that their prices changed a little bit. They did say that they upped the prices like $1 because of the whole pandemic. So just a little side note in case you are over there shopping and you notice that the price may be off than what you were used to, say, I don't know, 4 months ago pre-pandemic, that would be why. So anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys decide to pick this up, and if you do, tag me on the looks that you create with these palettes. I do think that they're an excellent formula. As always, if you've tried out the CColor Cosmetics line, feel free to leave a testimony down below. They're a great affordable palette, whether you are starting out with makeup, you have, you know, your daughter's getting into makeup, your son, whatever it may be. These are great gifts as well, and I think that if you receive these as a gift, I think you're really going to enjoy them. We can always, you know, start holiday shopping, right? I mean, everything's been off. This year has been crazy. So anyways, I'm off right now. I'm hopping off for now. Don't forget, there is a Bolzano giveaway still going on our channel, and I will leave it linked in the description box for you guys, as well as I will link both of these palettes for you guys as well if you are interested. So thank you guys so much for sticking around, for watching. I greatly appreciate it. And until next time, friends, don't forget to follow me over on Instagram, Twitter. I have a Facebook page as well. And until next time, I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful, and blessed day. Kisses from Kentucky. Mwah. Bye.